You want to see something embarrassing? This was what my early videos looked like. The ideas were there, but the footage and the awful audio? They were basically a click away button for anyone who stumbled across my channel. I was convinced I needed a Hollywood budget to fix it. I'd spend hours on a video, upload it, and then just watch the analytics drop off. It was frustrating and honestly, demoralizing. It felt as if I was shouting into a void, but I was completely wrong. It wasn't about spending a fortune. It was about spending smart. After years of trial and error, I figured that just a handful of tools can save 99% of my quality problems. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 must-have physical tools that completely transformed my content overnight. The first tool, and honestly, the most important one on the list, lighting. We all know a camera's best friend is light. It needs light, like humans need light, vitamin D and all that. You know that grainy, muddy look when a camera has to up the light itself? It adds all that noise. Definitely not the look we're going for. That was what was happening with my content way back in the beginning. If I'm honest, my videos did look really unprofessional. But the fix isn't just any light. A bare light bulb will just add too much highlights and too many shadows. I started with a simple, affordable softbox, and there are tons of great options out there, like the Lume Cube Studio panels, plus many more. I'm personally using lights made by FGen, and I have a ring light too, which all adds up to my 3-point lighting system. By using diffused light, you're balancing the light evenly, making it look more natural. It's all about balance. Now that I can augment the light, I can record pretty much throughout the year. I live in England, so a lot of the time in the winter months, I'd actually put my videos off, so I stopped making content altogether. That was before I got a lighting system. Now, you don't have to start with a 3-point lighting system. So if you are on a budget, a standard ring light will be pretty good. And if you don't have access to any lighting systems, your best light may be a large window with soft indirect light. Very difficult in the winter months here in England because the sun is very low, making filming indoors from a window almost impossible sometimes. That's why I'm so grateful that I've got the lighting system now, because look, it's 7 o'clock in the evening, it's a cold winter's evening, and I'm recording. Adding light that's diffused definitely ups your video game. I just have the flexibility now. When I feel like doing it, I can just do it now. I'm not constrained to what's happening with the light. The second must-have tool is a microphone. Here's a hard truth about YouTube. Viewers will forgive mediocre footage, but they will not tolerate bad audio. Which kind of makes sense, because how often do you, as a viewer, actually watch an entire video? I guess if your audience has to strain to hear you, if there's an echo, or if your voice is drowned out by noise, they're gone. Pew! In a puff of smoke. Let's be blunt. Your camera's built-in microphone is terrible. It's tinny, it's far from your mouth, and a lot of the time it's designed to pick up every sound in the room. And this is why a dedicated microphone isn't just a nice to have, it's non-negotiable. For most YouTubers, there are 3 types of microphone: a USB condenser mic, a lavalier mic, or a shotgun mic. Shotgun! A USB condenser microphone like the classic Blue Yeti or the Rode NT USB Plus is perfect if you record at your desk. They are truly plug and play. They give you that rich, warm vocal tone that's perfect for voiceovers or those popular ASMR videos. A lavalier mic or lav mic is that little mic that clips onto your clothing. These are fantastic if you move around. I really love having a wireless lav mic. It allows me to create wherever I go. It's so versatile. If you don't want a wireless lav mic, there are wired options like the Boya BY-M1. And finally, you have the shotgun microphone. This mic sits on top of your camera and is super directional, meaning it captures sound from wherever you point it while rejecting the noise from the sides. The Rode Video Mic series is a legendary choice for vloggers and filmmakers. If you're finding this helpful already, do me a quick favor, hit the like button, also hit the subscribe button. Alright, tool number 3 is the camera. Yes, I have put it third on the list, because as I mentioned earlier, video isn't as important as audio. You've also probably heard that very famous phrase, the best camera is the one you have with you. If you didn't carry any cameras, you wouldn't be able to capture anything. Modern smartphones shoot incredible 4K footage. However, a dedicated camera gives you a level of creative control and an image quality that your phone, as amazing as it is, just can't touch. There are options like Sony. I would also suggest the Panasonic Lumix series, like the G7 or the legendary GH5. They're fantastic choices. The real magic of a dedicated mirrorless or DSLR camera is the interchangeable lenses, which opens up depth of field control, which looks totally profesh. Failing that, if you don't want mirrorless systems, you could always rely on your phone, but make sure to upgrade your audio. Honestly, it is game changing. For creators starting today, the market is packed with incredible options. I now primarily focus a lot of my footage on the DJI cameras. I have an Action 3, a Nano, and the camera that I actually make my videos with now is the DJI Pocket 3. That's what's filming right now. And quite frankly, I rate it. I've just found that DJI is way more flexible. I love having a camera on my cap or a camera on my backpack or even on my chest, as well as being able to use a decent tripod or a selfie stick in this case and get some low-level action shots. It means I don't have to break my back anymore. Think of the camera not as the first thing you need to buy, but as the tool that really lets you flex your creative muscles. Once you've nailed the fundamentals, the fourth tool, tripod or selfie sticks. This may sound boring, but the impact of a stable shot can literally drive viewers away in split seconds. The YouTube game ain't easy. We all know that shaky handheld footage is a no-go. Not only does it scream amateur, but some people even suffer motion sickness. That's definitely not the plan of action when it comes to content creation for me. If you're feeling sick right now, you know where the exit is. Whether you're a Mac user, a PC user, click the X, and if you're watching this on a phone, swipe me away. I still remember my early days trying to pop my camera on books or anything that would hold the camera. With the camera weighing in at over 6 kilos, I broke a lot of things, so not a good idea. Definitely invest in a tripod or a selfie stick depending on what kind of camera you're using. It's going to help you moving forward. There are trusted brands like Manfrotto. Small Rig makes some surprisingly affordable and rock solid video tripods. The Peak Design travel tripod is a popular choice. It is more on the premium side, but as we all know, we get what we pay for. Remember, a reliable tripod is a one-time purchase, so don't hesitate, invest. And 5, but not least, external storage. I literally back things up on the fly as we're going. You're in Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve and you're editing like 47 gigabytes of video footage and audio and you lose it all. That is a definite breathe in deep, breathe out slowly. No, back up as you go. So there you have it. The 5 must-have tools that took my videos from grainy and unwatchable to crisp, clear, and somewhat professional. To recap, a great light to shape your image, a dedicated mic for clean audio, a capable camera for creative control, a sturdy tripod for stable shots, and definitely enough storage to back everything up so you don't lose it in a flash. I want to be crystal clear. The gear doesn't make the creator. Your ideas, your personality, and your story are what build your audience. Many top creators say, the best gear is what you already have, and you should master it before buying anything new. But let's be real, having the right tools isn't about buying your way to success. It's about removing the friction that gets in the way of success. Let's say it adds a little bit of lubrication. And once your audio and video are looking pretty good, then you can build on your stories, build on who you are in front of the camera. I hope this list was helpful and showed you maybe where to invest or where not to invest. All the products I've mentioned are linked in the description if you're interested. Now I want to hear from you. What's the one piece of gear that's made the biggest difference to your videos? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, maybe consider subscribing, it's totally free to subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.